Contrary to popular belief, I'm not dead. I might have wished for it a little bit during the week, but I am alive. Still have a little bit of a sore throat. You'll see me drinking a lot more water. Um, and for those of you that I owe meetings, at least, getting sick is really a pain in the butt when you're trying to work. Somebody pointed out to me, I was whining on Facebook about being sick, and they said, when you're regularly employed, we call this a sick day. Huh. I seem to remember those. Really not a luxury when you're self-employed, but there was no way I could get shit done this week, y'all. You did not want a reading from me. But I live. Today, we are going to be reading with the Empathic Oracle by Steve Wilson and Michelle Matuzas. I'm sorry, Michelle. I still don't know how to say your name. I have her other oracle, the Shamanic Oracle, which I love the imagery on it. It's cool. And we're going to be reading with the Guidebook. I just did a flip through on it. I put the link down so you can see it. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And this is our Taroscope for the week of the 24th. And today is Merry Christmas Eve for those of you who celebrate. We just had Solstice and Yule, those of you who celebrated that. And this is the last full week of 2018. It's been a heck of a year. Don't know if y'all heard about the tsunami that hit Indonesia last night or early this morning. Completely unexpected. They had no warning. It's tragic. So I send out love, not thoughts and prayers, right? But I do send love out to them, and we'll find we can do something more present than thoughts and prayers. So sometimes energy needs to be greenbacks. Let's take a look at the Empathic Oracle now for our oracle for this week for the Joy Tribe. And for everybody who watches this, you are a member of the Joy Tribe because I'm Arwen and I am the professional joy seeker. Yeah, Cindy, there was a tsunami. They didn't expect it. There's a really horrific video of a band being wiped off a stage. Heartbreaking. So, what for this week? What is the oracle message for our mantra for our affirmation? Open heart. What a beautiful message. Oh, focus. Focus. There. It's really beautiful. And we've got all these storm clouds here and then all this beauty here. And I think that regardless of storm clouds or beautiful sunshiny days with rainbows, you have to greet it all with an open heart. The idea of an open heart, and it's interesting, I just posted something on Carrie Paris's open Facebook post about your highest wish. And my highest wish was that each of us have our hearts opened by a stranger every day until there are no more strangers. Interesting that that's the card I would pull, right? But I really believe having an open heart is a good thing. And it doesn't mean not protecting yourself. It doesn't mean, being so open that anybody can walk over you. But it means being open to what comes in, being open to the sadness, being open to the joy. We have to have those balances so we know one from the other. So today, I live my life with an open heart. Today, I live my life with an open heart. Today, I live my life with an open heart. Mm. I don't wish this on anybody, but I think that's a good thing for us this week, right? Let me pop it back over here, and now we're going to move to the El Goliath. I did a review of this, or a flip through, and this is a very large deck, as you can see. I'm going to be corner shuffling it, and let's see how it does for public readings. Not sure I'll be using it for public readings. Maybe for those who want to do some shadow work. And public readings, of course, are just me and that person. But anyway. Typically a deck this big, I do a type of shuffling where I lay them out in 4 or 5 piles. And I just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And then I mix the piles up. It's a methodical way of shuffling for me, and it's meditative as well. And it does get the cards mixed up. So sometimes I have to do it 2 or 3 times. We may have some duplicates here because, this shuffling isn't truly as effective as it needs to be. But when you have a big card like this, a big deck, large, you got to make do. So, I've done it that way. I'm going to just shuffle it a little. That wasn't shuffle, that's just kind of cutting. And these cards are a little thin, but they've got a nice, they shuffle well for the sideways shuffle. So, but my favorite shuffle is this, and I can't do it like this with these because they're bigger than my hands, and I have fairly large hands for a woman. So, let me show you with this is my Metaphysicians Day Planner in the smaller format, and yeah, pretty big. I got this so I'd have one to carry around. I actually got 2 of the Metaphysician Days planners. The large ones, didn't mean to. I don't know how I screwed that up, but it's got my information in it and my name on the front. I could give it to somebody. I mean, if anybody wants it, I'll give it to you. I'll just, take out my birth information. So you'll be missing a couple of pages, and you'll have my name on the cover. But it's perfectly usable. It's got great stuff inside. But because I don't need 2 big ones. That's kind of crazy. I guess I could keep one on my desk. But it just seems like too much to keep up with. We'll see. So let's look and see. Hey, Burgess. Let's see what we get for our tarot reading. This is the main card, the 2 of Pentacles. And this is the juggling snake. The 2 of Pentacles is often chosen as a card of somebody juggling 2 pentagrams. And these are black and white cards. They're really, really pretty. The bottoms are, this looks like Arabic writing, but it's just not. But I believe it's meant to resemble it. But if it was Arabic, it would be going left to right, or right to left, not left to right. But we're going to have to juggle this week, guys. And this is a juggle of work and play. And it's a juggle of family and others, right? A lot of us right now, it's pretty traditional that we all want to be with our families this time of year. Most of us, some of us don't. I do. I don't have the luxury of being with most of my family. I'm with my husband, which is really good. But we have to juggle, right? I have to juggle work and, hey, Keith. Keith is my brand new friend on Facebook. Everybody say hi, Keith. And I have to juggle. I'm going to be stripping down my office. I've got to get it ready. I've got to declutter. So that's going to be a big thing. And I also need to be, still conscious of the fact that I'm sick and naps still jump up in front of my face. So I've got to balance that. But balance is going to be our theme for this week as a whole. Now, if you want to see your individual, you know, you want to learn what your moon sign, your sun sign, and your rising signs taroscopes are, so you can get them more personalized. That I do over on Patreon. So, good morning, April. And that's the end of my romper room stuff, y'all. You know, I got to stop it at some point. I see Keith, and I see April, and I see Cindy, I see Burgess. So focus on balance, focus on what it is you need to do. And this is really interesting. He's done a really nice Orbis with this image. I'm just fascinated by it. So really, really gorgeous deck. I hope you'll check out the video of this whole deck. Let's see what the blessing for our balancing act is. It's another 2. That's very interesting. That is the 2 of Swords, I believe. Yes. 2 of Wands. Wands. It's called the lightning struck antenna. Now, these antennae are obviously channeling the lightning going down, right? What's blessing our balancing, our physical balancing of what we have to do is our decision making and learning and making the choices of what's most important. Prioritizing is going to really assist us in our juggle act this week, you know, and you can't juggle it all, guys. Sorry. Not even the best juggler in the world can juggle it all. There's always one that's going to break that juggling pattern. So don't try to juggle it all. Focus on what's important and get that shit done. What's our challenge? I pulled from the wrong deck. That's my challenge. The 4 of Wands, the beaming vessel. It's an interesting challenge. Why? Because here, again, you see the idea of balancing, and it's 4 different balancing. They're going out 4 different ways. This is a card of home and hearth. It's a card of taking in, giving out, and really, for me, in this case, as a challenge, it's about trying to be too many things to too many people. That's how I'm reading this 4 of Wands today. So, and interesting, we have 2 and 2. 2 is the theme, 2 is the blessing, and double that as the challenge. Again, don't take on more than you can, right? 2 is enough. You don't need to double that. You don't need to prove how much more you can do. Do what you can and do it well. I'm really enjoying the Goliath Tarot. It's the L Goliath Tarot deck. You can find him on Instagram, on Facebook, and at the L Goliath Tarot deck.com or lgoliathtarot.com. I've got all the links in that flip through video. I do hope you'll check it out. It's truly a fascinating deck. It bills itself as a shadow shaman tarot deck. It definitely goes into the inner workings of ourselves and helps you dig deeply. I think you're going to be hearing a lot about this deck in the coming days. Thanks, Cindy. I appreciate it. I have managed to share this with my husband, so I'm hoping he doesn't share it back. That's always the big question, right? Love you, stay away from me. But he obviously caught it because he was taking care of me. Hey, Courtney. And Courtney is one of the people that initial apology went out to. Was going to do her reading yesterday. I promised I'd do her reading yesterday, and I got attacked by a nap. So after I get Taroscopes done, I've got like 6 readings that must be done today. So they'll be done. By God. I love you guys. Remember, if nobody says this to you today, you are enough. I love you just as you are right in this moment. Even if you're in your pajamas, your hair is crazy, whatever. You're loved. Remember that, and remember to say it to somebody else, okay? Seek joy, y'all, and absolutely pass it on. Bye.